some conversation among educators about a May 8th strike regarding...
A day of action, I hear, yes.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
wow. Does that put any more pressure on the legislature to act?
Well, you know, I've said the last couple of weeks, we're very focused on getting a bill out and onto the floors. My timeline doesn't change whether there's a day of action or not. So I know that teachers feel very strongly about it, and, you know, who knows, maybe when we pass the whole bill, they'll decide they don't need the day of action. I don't know.
Is the timeline at this point expecting to pass that before May 8th?
I think it depends on the amendments. I mean, there's a possibility because being a joint committee, it will go out of the joint committee then to the floors. Now, just to be clear, there will be additional budget bills that will supplement the Student Success Act that will go through Ways and Means, but we do have the ability to move the combined investment plus revenue to the floors without going to Ways and Means. So that's our hope. Like I said, we want it out of there by the end of the month, if not sooner.
The co-chairs, if I'm quoting them correctly, said that money would not be available in the first year from the tax package for these enhancements for the first year of the biennium.
It depends when we start, when the tax changes are effective, yes, could be. So we're trying, that's another thing, trying to figure out what the cash flow is.
So that hasn't been decided yet?
It's under consideration, trying to figure that out. The other piece I would also argue is, if you look at the school improvement fund, the $1 billion kind of bucket of grants that go out to schools, but money that is, you know, tied to plans, no school district's going to know on day one of the biennium what their plan is. So some of this work is not even going to get done probably till the second half of the biennium anyway. So we're trying to figure out the cash flow in total, and not all of this will happen on day one of the biennium either.
Is there going to be a sense of priorities within the bill for, you know, on day one, if a school district is ready, could it apply for everything, or will it be rolled out in phases?
I don't think the department, take a look when you see the bill. My understanding is the money will be available. The districts will have to come up with their plans under the types of things they could spend the money on. They'd have to be approved plans, then the money would have to flow. So, you know, that's not going to happen on, you know, by the start of this coming the new school year for sure. However, some of the statewide investments that are already just kind of plussing up what is already out there. For example, universal meals could happen probably fairly quickly. Measure 98 plans are already out there, so more money could flow there and expand Measure 98 plans. Some support for students with disabilities. A lot of those students are already in the districts. The additional money flowing there helps the districts right away. So some of those statewide initiatives I think could go a lot quicker. Same with early childhood. Some of that could go early, some of it might take a little time. I think hopefully we'll get you a flow chart of what the kind of rollout would look like.
There's